On Wednesday, we do a deck walkthrough. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, I'm Mand. So today we are going to do a fun little walkthrough of a very mini, itty bitty, teeny tiny little deck here that has not been shown very much love on my channel here. So this is the Avalon Magic. It's by Rose Insera. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that, and it's illustrated by Nadia Turner. Now this is a Rockpool Publishing deck. I believe there's many of these little mini decks out. I only have this one because I'm still trying to figure out how to incorporate it into my kind of reading practice, everyday practice, once in a blue moon, who knows. So I have no idea how these came in order because I've had these quite some time. So these are in like a little magnetic closure box. Very cute. I know there's like several different ones out now. I have no idea where to even begin with these. I didn't want to start collecting them, but I did like the look of this one. So these are healing words inspired by the magic and mystery of Avalon. Connect us to spirit, nature, and the essence of life itself. This beautifully illustrated deck is designed to empower, inspire, and allow the heart of the seeker to be open to divine guidance. On your soul pilgrimage of discovery, give yourself time to reflect and contemplate each of these insightful messages for your spiritual growth and healing. And these are super interesting. I'm not sure how many cards are in there, but there's quite a lot. There's no guidebook. So simply choose a card and read the inspired message, either daily or following your intuition when searching for divine guidance. Each card is imbued with magic and healing from the Avalon otherworld through the Lady of the Lake, the Goddess, the Fae, the Priestesses, and all of the heroes of the Arthurian legends. May the magic of Avalon guide you to your deepest truths so you can reach your destination fully empowered to embrace an authentic and inspired life. And I really love the sound of this. So this was published in 2022. Can we see that? Hello, camera? Maybe? Yeah. There we go. And there's all the information. But I don't think it tells us how many cards are in it. But I'm sure if we looked it up online, which I should have done before I came on, so I do apologize. A very cute magnetic box. Very, very cute. And these are the cards. And these are the back. So as you can see, we have like a little inspiration at the back of these. I reckon there's probably like, what would you say, 40 odd cards. Just to give you an idea of size wise, here is my Wild Wood Tarot. And there, 1 second now, let's kind of line this up as close. So there we go. That's kind of how big they are. So you have like a fair idea then. It is glossy cardstock. The cardstock is very thick on it. Actually, it's quite thick. We can see that. There's not much more I can say on it, to be honest, except for the fact that, again, it is a cute, very cute deck. Oh, hold on, because there are messages on the back, so I need to show both. So again, you've no guidebook. And you have like these little images. And like a little blurb at the back. So I do feel like you could read to some extent this intuitively and then take the message on the back as is. Excuse me. Or you could just read the message on the back and take it as is. I'm not really sure as to how one might do a full reading with it. I don't think that's what it's intended for. I mean, it is beautiful. It's a beautiful deck. Now, I think they also created the Wisdom of Avalon. Is that the name of the deck? And that is a Rockpool Publishing deck as well. I can see it in my mind because this is the front of it. So I don't know, are these like mini versions of that deck? Because I don't have it to be able to compare it. But if you do, could you let me know in the comments? But because I don't reach for this a whole pile, I really don't feel the need to get the bigger deck. Or maybe there's only 36. I don't know. I'll count it off camera after. Now, obviously, these are like handy little on-the-go messages. Maybe you might like to pop like a little tiny deck into your handbag. I don't think, personally, you'd be doing very full, in-depth readings in it, but I can be stand corrected, right? Just because I don't think it can be done doesn't mean it can't be done. Look at the robin. Oh, you guys know I love a good robin in a card. Now, I wouldn't be very familiar with the Legends of Arthur or anything like that, but I have this deck quite a while now, and it's popped up here and there on my channel. But again, I'm not familiar with the legends. So sometimes I just want to be able to use a deck. I don't always want to necessarily have to study it. Not that there's anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with a good deck study. This isn't where I'm feeling drawn to. But does that mean it can't work in a practice? Nope, it does not. That's beautiful. And I only said it, I think it was last year, that there was like a white stag spotted in Scotland, which I think is so cool. That is amazing. And I think there's like some myth or legend along that when one appears, it means such and such thing. I'm not going to say because I actually have no idea, so I'm not just going to be throwing this kind of what I believe it to be, but I feel like it's very symbolic. There's quite a lot of cards in this, actually. And it's really, really beautiful. Like, I really love the look of the people on the cards. Oh, wow. Ain't that the truth? And a unicorn. Okay, so I know I don't do this often, but I kind of want to add in this now. So let's see. Oh, we'll will we make a mess? I think we'll make a mess. So if you want to do one card, I always have like jumpers. So be led by your own inner soul, light, healing and enlightenment are within. Okay. Very apt, yes. Okay, right. So this kind of just wants to stay out. So I'm gonna leave this out. So we'll just say hypothetically you wanted to do a 3-card spread. Let's just kind of do a past, present, and future just for an example. Just to see, could you do like a quick. So what is our present? And what is our future? Okay, so I'm going to take the one that turned over. And again, this is just for example purposes. So visually, I mean, that works. Sorry, they are quite glossy. It works quite well. So like for me, I could say this is kind of like, the word that's popping into my head is an entanglement. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's what it means, because they're not tangled up. But that's just, again, how intuitively that I read. And then for me, this is kind of like rest and recuperation, and then inner power, inner strength moving forward. So interesting take on it. Again, I don't think this is actually an entanglement. I think, this could be either you could approach it as a balance, so kind of your shadow and light. You could do kind of like inner conflict, right, is another thing. It might even be conflict. You might see it as this is two opposites attracting. And again, of course, because we have dragon energy, so you can incorporate that. What does dragon energy stand for you? So do not look for validation in others. Be uniquely you and follow your own path. So again, yeah, actually quite interesting. I didn't think these would work well as like a quick 3-card spread. Okay. So it is in the silent pause that we find the answers to our questions. It is in the breath that we anchor the soul. And then allow the true love of your soul to radiate, and you shall see the natural beauty around you expand. Yeah. So again, like, just to bring these up closer, I do feel like I'm wrong. Is that impossible to admit? No. Like, it mightn't be for everyone and how you'd read cards, but if you're really wanting to lean into a more intuitive way, I definitely feel that you could. Do you need to know the stories from Arthur? Probably would help. It probably would make a huge difference. But in saying that, I don't, and I read these cards perfectly fine. Again, I like the way the imageries, in their own sense, yes, have their own stories to tell, 100%, but you can also, when you create a deck, it's also open to interpretation of how others see it as well. So that is quite an interesting take. So let me know, what do you guys think of this deck? Do you have it? Do you use it? How do you incorporate it? This is interesting, actually. I'm gonna have to play around with this a little bit more to see. But I love the color palette. The cards in of themselves are absolutely stunning, and I do enjoy them. But I don't pull this out as much as I probably should. So, as always, I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And remember, stay magical. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're pretty awesome here, if I do say so myself. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.